I started grabbing fingernail clippers and I started clipping up my arm, and there's still like a big
Oh my God.
Pay for hoes, just to lay with hoes. Relax one night.
Alright, y'all, so today we are reacting to We Dated for 3 years until this one mistake effed it all up. Now let's sit back, take notes, and just learn from bro's mistakes so we don't gotta make them same mistakes. We're going up all 2025, all good vibes, you feel me? I haven't been on this channel in 6 days. I am sorry. I'm gonna keep being consistent. I was just going through some things, had to handle some things. But yeah, and I don't know, let me know if y'all like the fit. This was my little Valentine's fit. I'll put a picture up right there of the whole fit so y'all can let me know if it was a W fit or an L fit. But anyways, let's get right into this video. Come on.
I killed a relationship that could have been almost perfect. And I'm gonna tell you how I did, so you can avoid the mistakes I made and know exactly what to do instead, so you can have the healthy and loving relationship I failed to develop. But first we need to talk about where everything started to go wrong, which you will be able to learn from and prevent from ever happening to you. So a few years ago, maybe like 4 years ago, when I was 14, almost turning 15, I was a huge gamer. Like literally all I did was basically just play video games, and my favorite video game that I would always play was Fortnite. But in this time of my life, I didn't only just play video games because I had another problem, and that
Hey, Fortnite had motherfuckers in a chokehold. Fortnite had me in a chokehold when I was about 15 too, so I feel, bro. I'm not 15. I think about like 17. You feel me?
was I was addicted to junk food like a lot of other kids in this generation. I'd have like 4 or 5 bowls of cereal a day, and I was just like grabbing every piece of junk that I could get and shoving it down my throat like some kind of gremlin or something. And in this time
Pause, brother. Pause.
life where I was basically just addicted to video games, lustful pleasures, and also food, I also just had like no direction. And I know I was very young, so it's like you
Brother, you were 15. All you had to do is, feel me? You sound like a normal 15-year-old. That's all I'm gonna say. You sound like a normal 15-year-old.
expect too much from someone who's that young, but I wasn't working out. I did not care about really much in life. I was just kind of like going through the motions, playing video games, and trying to get as much pleasure as I could find. But in this time of my life, I met a girl, and I actually met her by having this one friend who had a friend who knew this person. And eventually, I don't know if you know what a Fortnite party is. I don't know if you've ever played Fortnite before, but basically a Fortnite party is where a bunch of different people who are playing the game at the same time can join each other. So you all just like create a party together. And I remember she came into the party, and at first I didn't really like give her a second thought. I was just kind of playing with the people in the party, but I ended up adding her. And I remember that after I left the party and just got off, a few days later or a few weeks later or something like that, I got online and I was just bored. So I did not really know who to play with. I was looking through all of my friends like that I've added on Fortnite, trying to find who I could play with, and I saw her name. And at first, like, again, I didn't really know who this person was, but I was just like, yeah, whatever, I'll just join them and see what's up.
Hey, did y'all ever get a girlfriend through a video game or Fortnite? I ain't ever did, so y'all let me know if you did.
I was just bored out of my mind. So I joined their party, and there's some other people there, and we start going to this game mode, and we all just play and have a good time. Like, it was just really fun playing Fortnite with that group of people. But after that moment, she ended up getting my number, and we started texting. And literally within a few days, I just fell in love. Like, it was something about our personalities just connected so well. It's hard to explain, but you just know when you meet someone and it genuinely feels like a magnet, and it just like connects, or like a buckle that just kind of like clicks.
Yeah, we have all been there before, but that is dangerous if the other person doesn't feel that magnet effect as well.
It's exactly what I was feeling with this girl. So I started liking her a lot, basically instantly, and she also started liking me too. So we started getting all lovey-dovey and like flirting with each other and everything. But some things started to happen which kind of turned the situation around. So I started developing some family issues, specifically with my dad. I won't go into detail about everything that happened, but some things happened, and I've always kind of been like a more sensitive person, so that really affected me, and I ended up not talking to him for like the next year. But also at this time in my life when that whole situation happened, I was also struggling with just different mental problems, and I just kind of felt neglected by my dad, and I ended up going to this girl that I fell in love with to talk about some of my problems with her, so that hopefully I could solve them, or hopefully I could get some sort of comfort. But it didn't go that way.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that unless I was with Shorty for like at least couple years. I don't know how long you were with her before this, but yeah, I think that's a bad move. Don't go to your shorty for your problems. There,
I opened up to her about all the problems. I apparently, like, I had a conversation with her about it after the whole situation happened, but apparently I accidentally said something that hurt her a little bit, and she was just young. She didn't really know what to do, so she ended up talking to her mom about that whole situation, and her mom just thought I was like guilt tripping her or something like that. So her mom just said it would be best if she just stopped talking to me. So like literally,
wow, L mom, L mom. And before y'all sit there and tell like spit some information to somebody, go yap to somebody, understand that that person's gonna tell that person, that person's gonna tell that person, that person's gonna tell that person, and the story is gonna is getting seen and heard from all these different lenses. So the story's gonna keep changing and fluctuating. So just understand that if you tell somebody one thing, it's gonna get to person number 5 and it's gonna be one thing, and you're gonna look at some you're gonna look at, damn, I can't talk, and you're gonna look a certain type of way. So y'all, that is just a little piece of advice, you feel me? Understand.
wrote out this entire paragraph trying to find some comfort, and she basically just says, I think we should stop talking. And you can imagine, like, as a young boy, like 14 years old, your dad has been neglecting you, you're extra sensitive to everything, and in order to find some comfort and in order to solve these problems, you open up to somebody about like mental issues and family issues and everything, and they just say that we should stop talking. Like, as a young boy, that really affects your self-image. So that really hurt me. And even to this day, I still struggle with some trust issues, not just because of that one situation. It was because of a lot of other situations and things that have happened, but that was it played a huge part. And after she left, I had a month of just like pure heartbreak, loneliness, and it genuinely felt like some kind of insanity started taking me over.
We done all been through this, brother. We all been through this.
That was when I really started self-harming. Like, I remember, this is gonna get a little
yeah, we didn't all self-harm because of a little breakup.
Sensitive maybe. I don't know if it's gonna trigger anybody, but I started grabbing fingernail clippers and I started clipping up my arm, and there's still like a big.
Oh my god! It was clipping up your arm.
On it to this day, and
I don't mean to
grabbed
laugh.
her scrunchie that she gave me. She gave me a white scrunchie when like we were together, and I remember just like covering that entire thing like just in my blood, so it just looked like almost like just a red scrunchie at the end of like my cutting and everything. And that was
Oh my god! Somebody, how long ago was this? Somebody help, bro.
the start of a lot more cutting to come, but I just didn't know what to do because it felt like everybody was just leaving, and I didn't really.
He looks like he's probably like 16 or 17 now, so maybe he's over it. Maybe he is mentally stronger now.
Like, have a whole lot of people who were there for me or who even cared about me. But a huge reason why her leaving me affected me so much was because I was just not doing anything with my life.
Yeah, y'all, do not let a female leaving you affect your life in any way, shape, or form. Take that as feedback to get on your shit and make her regret it. You feel me? Make her regret leaving you, because at the end of the day, her leaving you is her betting against you. And I say that because that means that she indeed thinks that she could find someone better, and she thinks that her life will be better without you. So she's betting against you. She's rolling the dice. You feel me? So make sure that y'all let her know and see you up on the socials or whatever it is in person that you done leveled up and she done made a mistake. And that's the worst thing that she could see. After that, she'll be running back, and at that point, you don't even want shorty no more. You feel me? It's a little piece of advice.
Because I had nothing in my life, I just naturally made her my life. So when she left, it felt like my entire world just collapsed.
Yeah, see,
But
that's where bro done fucked up.
after that time in my life, I started doing something that not only made me a better person when it comes to my dating life, but it also just genuinely changed my life. And I think every man should do what I did if they want an actually good relationship with a girl and just a better life in general. So after this girl left and I was left heartbroken, I just got so angry. Like, I was so angry at my dad. I was so angry at this girl, and I was just so angry with myself. So what I started doing with that anger was I started wanting to become a fighter. And I didn't really know like what the UFC or MMA or boxing or like, I didn't really know too much about that stuff. So what I started doing was literally just punching my door. Like I have a door in my bedroom and I started punching it until my knuckles were like bloody, and I think there's still like some blood stains.
Oh my God. Bro needed help. Did he not have a mom or anybody to see what bro is going through? Bro's karate chopping his door down. Bro, where? Oh my God. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry that you went through this.
And after I discovered this like almost anger inside,
Like nobody's seen holes in bro's door.
and this desire to fight, this girl came back into my life.
Nope. That's when you gotta leave her. Oh my God, please tell me you didn't get back with her, brother.
Is that she made a mistake and she wanted to talk to me again.
Oh my
So we started
God.
talking. I was a little bit bitter and closed off in the beginning, but like I kid you not, within like 5 minutes, we were talking about Christmas and like our families and everything. Like again, it's that magnet effect.
She got you. She got you.
That magnet.
You gave her that power right back, brother. Why?
Is like it's so hard to break. It's like no matter what you do, if you go back to each other, you will feel that exact same magnet type feeling. And there's just not much you can do about it. Like our personalities just kind of
You know what? Let's hope bro got back with her and everything went smooth. And stop getting eyebrow cuts in 2025. Leave that shit in 2013, please.
So well. So I fell more in love with her again. Except for this time, I was not such of a loser as I used to be. I would still play Fortnite from time to time, but eventually after I was punching my door for long enough, my mom decided that she was going to put me in a Krav Maga class. And basically Krav Maga is like street type self-defense. And after I started doing...
And I think that's what bro needs.
Oh my God, I was feeling like so much better. Like I was genuinely feeling almost on top of the world. I remember I was like tearing my knuckles up on the bags. Like blood would be all over the bags and everything. And I'd have these like...
That's disgusting.
Gashes of blood on my knuckles. And I would feel so...
Y'all ever seen somebody just like destroying the bag and they got bloody ass knuckles? I remember one time my uncle was watching us. One time my uncle was watching me and my stepbrother. It's actually his uncle, you feel me? But I just say my uncle too. And he found out while he was watching us, he got we were like 8 years old. And we were home alone with him. We're probably like 10 or 11 actually, now that I think about it. And he finds out that his girlfriend cheated on him. And bro goes to the garage and he's whooping the beanbag's ass, hitting him with combos and all that. We go in there, we peek our head. Bro got football tape, athlete's tape, wrapped around his knuckles because we were athletes, so we got the tape. And it was wrapped around his knuckles. It was white tape with just blood everywhere. And we're like, oh, shit. And we go, we hear it all, bro. We heard it all through the house. Bro is destroying that beanbag. And it's people like that do indeed need help.
Like something about
that. Heartbreak does hurt you bad, though. It hurts you deep. It hurts a man deep. So, you feel me? Just people need to understand and figure out how to deal with their emotions, because that's what being a man is in the first place.
Made me feel so alive. And don't get me wrong, like I still had a lot of mental issues. I was not this perfect angel or this perfect human being. I still had a lot of mental issues, but because I joined Krav Maga, things started getting better. And eventually I learned about MMA. So I joined an MMA gym and I started training even harder there and felt even more alive. And there's so many other benefits that I was reaping from fighting. Like I was becoming more confident. I was becoming more confident in my ability to protect myself and protect others. I was more purpose driven and my physical health was getting better, and just I was seeing all of these improvements. And because I was starting to feel so good, like naturally I just wanted to treat the girl that I was with better. So I started,
and that's how it works. That's why you need to build yourself up and focus on yourself. Build yourself up as high as you can before you get in a relationship, and that's how you're going to treat that girl good. And that's how that girl's going to look at you and be like, damn, bro got all these habits. Like, she's going to look at you with love. She's going to have hard eyes. The hard eye emoji is going to be her when she looks at you. Not because you're already all this, but because you have built up the habits of being an attractive man. And you're your higher self instead of your little hoe self. You feel me?
Like almost this...
Build yourself up before you get in a relationship.
Boy type of person. And the relationship was genuinely good in those times, even though I had some mental issues still. And that relationship was so much better than before because I actually searched for what I truly loved and I found it. But then everything got even worse than it was at the beginning of mine and this girl's relationship. And most of the consequences that I started experiencing was hugely caused by one specific thing. So basically, after we had some good times in the relationship, she also had like this flirty type of personality. So
Yeah, she don't sound like the one, brother. she don't sound like the one.
we talked.
First, she left you because you told her you ranted about your feelings and what you were going through in life. That was red flag number one, that she's not the one for you. And now she's flirty with other guys. That's, I mean, that's 2 strikes out of 3. In my park, she out the park. You feel me? She's out. I don't know if that makes sense, but she's out of there.
And I don't know, she said she never did, but I don't know if she was like flirting with them or what, but it just kind of seemed like she was. And obviously that stung me. So I started getting jealous. And jealousy for men is not just like, oh, you get a little jealous, that sucks. No. Jealousy for men is like, I feel like it's one of the worst feelings that we can feel, because like we feel it so deep down in our like soul that it just aches our hearts and minds. And it was like constantly, she just kept on doing things that just like made me feel so jealous, and that ended up destroying trust. Like I started to develop more trust issues with this person and just with other people in general, because of just
She's not the
other
one.
people backstabbing and other people just doing stupid stuff. And also this girl just doing things that weren't the smartest things to do. And in this time of my life, like training helped me get through like a lot of that stuff. Like I was not dealing with it as good as I could have, but training helps me get through so many of those difficulties that I was trying to work through and figure out. But I ended up making a huge mistake. And the mistake I made was I stopped training. And ever since I stopped training, which I think was like around 10 months ago, everything started to go even more downhill. My mental health started to get so much worse, to the point I just felt like I wanted to die almost every day. And not only that, but I also just became so bitter and toxic. And a huge reason why was because I didn't have the thing that made me enjoy my life more, which was fighting, but also because I felt so much love and emotion for this person. But the thing was, I didn't want to get hurt again. I was like genuinely deep down in...
Bro, who is the girl in the relationship, brother? Who is the girl and who is the man? Balance. Feminine energy is attached to masculine energy and vice versa. You can't be with a feminine woman and sit there and be feminine, brother. It's not gonna work. Energies.
So scared and terrified to get hurt again. So I just became so toxic to almost cover up those emotions, because I was scared that if I let them out and if I let her see how I really felt, then she would just slam the door back on my face.
Yeah, that's understandable coming from a 15-year-old brain. My 15-year-old brain would have thought similarly, but obviously bro needs some help. Bro needed some help. If he already got help, that's good, but
and I would just be left in the same place I have been in, of just extreme pain and heartache. And because of how toxic I ended up getting, because I just generally did not know how to process all of the feelings I felt or the emotions I had, this girl ended up telling me that she needed space. And I genuinely do not know what I was thinking. Like for some reason, for some stupid reason, I had this subconscious thought that even if I am toxic and treat her like trash, she's still going to be there at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's not happening.
And I don't even know how to put into words how stupid and idiotic that thought was. Like, I genuinely feel sick with myself. Sometimes I genuinely want to throw up because of the mistakes that I made. And this is getting like a little personal, but last week I started literally putting a toothbrush down my throat, hitting my gag reflexes, making myself throw up.
Oh my God.
A little bit because of just how sick I felt with myself.
Whoever's in this young man's life, please get this man some help. Please get this man some help. Bro is putting long things down his throat and gagging because of a girl. Bro, get some help.
And since I didn't have anything that I really cared about anymore. Like, I still had things in my life, but I didn't have anything that I really cared about, especially because I stopped fighting like 10 months ago. I ended up almost glorifying the idea of a relationship because, like, my mind is not normal. I'm not gonna share exactly like everything and go into exact detail about it.
We gotta watch out for bro. He's one of them ones that you gonna see on the news one day. And them school incidences.
Like, as of right now, because I don't know if I'm ready to talk about everything, but I'll just say that my mind is not normal, and I was like hoping and
That's
just
some Jeffrey Dahmer shit. You feel me? That's some Jeffrey Dahmer words right there.
praying that I could find a girl who could actually help
Oh
me
my
be
gosh.
normal again, and that ended
Oh
up
my
in me.
Bro, the last thing that the last thing, if you ever see this reaction, the last thing that you need to worry about, my dude, is relationships, bro. Build yourself up, fix your mental health. You do not need a relationship at all. Like, not at all.
The idea of a relationship so much to the point where I just became too dependent on this girl. And not only just too dependent on this girl, but also toxic and bitter, and started having all these more issues because I stopped focusing on myself as much. And she ended up needing space because of that. And a huge reason why all of these things have happened is because I stopped doing what actually made me feel more alive. And that helped me get through a lot of my past difficulties that I've had to experience, which was fighting. And ever since I stopped it, I've lost almost all of the benefits it gave me. And I just became this more mentally sick, bitter, toxic person. But now things
Well, then you know what to do, brother. Get back in that gym and start fighting again.
finally started to get better. And there's a reason why. So I mentioned this in the last video that I posted, but basically about a week ago, I moved into my car. So right now I'm just living in my
Oh
car
my
and sleeping in
gosh.
the car most nights.
Bro.
But since I've had so much more
Bro looks like he's 17 years old. Why are you sleeping in your car, bro?
time by myself and just time to think and reflect, I realized that a relationship was not the thing that I really needed.
No,
I
absolutely
thought it was,
not.
but I've realized that a
That's what you
relationship
don't
was
need.
not what I needed most in my life. But what I actually needed was things that I truly cared about outside of just relationships. So, almost a week ago now, I started training MMA again, back at my old gym. And already, I'm starting to feel so much better.
Why are you sleeping in your car, though? That's what you need to get situated. Forget the fighting right now, bro. Get out of your car. Why are you sleeping in your car, brother? You need a place to lay your head. Why is you fighting? I know it's going to help you, but, bro, you need to fight for your life right now, brother. You're sleeping in your car. You look like you're in high school still.
Just so many problems and things that I have to work through physically and mentally, in terms of like my financial situation and everything, but also my mental situation and working through a lot of mental problems that I still have. But I am starting to feel and get better. And I remember, like, on the first day, it was either the first or the second day I was back at my old gym, I remember just parking my car after I was done training, and I genuinely thought to myself, and I was like, you know, I feel so much less of a need for just a relationship in my life, because I now have something that truly matters, which is something in my life that I actually care about and that makes me feel more alive. I still feel hurt by this girl needing space and everything, but at least I am figuring things out, getting better, and now I have things in my life that I actually care about more, and again, that make me feel more alive. And I know for a fact that whoever I get in a relationship with in the future, I will make it the best relationship they have ever experienced, because I'm starting to figure out so many more things about myself, and I'm starting to learn more about how to actually process feelings. And since I'm feeling so much better and just more alive because of MMA, then I'm gonna be able to actually almost radiate those better feelings onto somebody else in a positive way. Again, I still have a lot of problems and things I need to work through, but things are all just now starting to get better. And I know I will be better with any relationship I have in the future because I have more things in my life that actually make me feel more alive, and I'm not going to let go of those things. By the way, me going back to the MMA classes is...
Yeah, brother, just put the relationships to the side. That's something you do not need at all, bro. Just keep fighting, get out of your core, and don't worry about no relationship, because that's absolutely what you do not need right now on your stage.
And why my face is like looking a little bit more scratched today. But the main takeaway that I want you to walk away from this video with, and that is personally changing my life, is to search for what you truly love and for what makes you genuinely feel more alive. And once you find that thing, never let go. Then when you do get into a relationship with somebody, you will be so much more prepared to treat them right. And if things don't work out with that person, you're going to be so much less hurt by that person leaving you because, again, at the end of the day, you have what you truly care about and what makes you...
Yeah, facts. If your main focus is not that person, like, still treat them right. But if your main focus is just getting right, being your best you, getting to the bag, hitting the gym, doing everything that you need in life, focusing on your goals, then if Shorty decides to leave, you'll be a lot less hurt, bro. And you will be happy that you are still focusing on yourself and not hurting. Take this as a lesson, y'all. Keep building yourself. Like I said, control your emotions because you are a man if you are a man. If you're a woman, then you could, I can't speak for you. But as a man, you're supposed to control your emotions and have emotional intelligence, which is attraction, which is masculine, which is attraction for feminists. You feel me? Said that a little backwards, but I've been off the camera for a minute, but y'all got the gist of what I just said.
Genuinely feel more alive. But there's still another lesson I wish I knew sooner when it comes to dating. So click and watch this right now to learn that lesson, and remember to be...
Yeah, y'all let me know what you thought about this in the comments, man. I love y'all. I'm gonna get to the next video, and I'm gonna do some other videos right now. I forgot what to say, but anyways, make sure y'all binge the rest of the videos. Subscribe to Theron 4X. Subscribe to More Theron 4X. I switched this channel from the name Theron Live to More Theron 4X. This is the reaction channel. Subscribe to this. Follow my Instagram. Make sure y'all, follow the Instagram. I love y'all. I'm yapping. I'm out.